What's up, world? This God. And champ, I need your help, son. We got a lot of businesses. Get Evans gold card now. This daddy. You know what I'm saying. Margwin Miller, what's up, homeboy? Boy, I bet you starting to look old now, Margwin Shoes. It's been a long time since I seen you in the store a long time ago. But Margwin, man, go to the bank and tell the bank teller that you want to get a IOU account with God. And that IOU account will give you a gold card, an eternal gold card with all the money in the world on it, Margwin Miller. You my cousin. So you welcome to my money. All the money in the world belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? And this Rolls Royce, champ, you going to be driving in whatever you want to drive. All we going to be doing is getting a car collection, rolling up, and doing what we do best, what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna go over here and let y'all listen to Mechee. You know what I'm saying? Voodoo versus Christianity, myth versus facts. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Mechee.
The second chapter in this motherfucker, I'm not doing that for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain some things to you that are logical, and if you're reasonable, anybody can see it. Then I'm going to suggest to you that with the information I give you that is basic, that Google is your friend. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because a lot of this stuff I'm getting ready to tell you, you do not be a theologist. You do not have to do deep research. You do not have to go out of your way. This information is not buried under a rock. Shout out to you, Black Wolf. Thank you for that. Thank you for the compliment. Look, so you don't have to find it. It's not under a rock. It's not hiding, in the tomb where Jesus was, but he ain't because it rolled away in 3 days and he was gone. It ain't nowhere hidden like that. You can look up this stuff because it is so prevalent and this knowledge is so right there. This is just the surface knowledge. Also, I want people to be reminded that if you became a Christian yesterday, would somebody explain to you in an hour long, or even if I'm here for 2 hours tonight, in 2 hours, could somebody explain to you the whole religion of Christianity? Would you feel that you were able to walk in it and come tomorrow after 2 hours, you just know everything about Christianity? Absolutely not. So I want you to understand that if you are going to take a journey of understanding spirituality, understanding where Christianity has been whitewashed, what really belongs to you, and what was Black people's spirituality, and how it all got mixed and twisted and turned into something evil when it's not. You actually do things that are part of your spirituality every day, but you don't even know that it's a part of that. So this is the thing. You're not going to do that tonight. So I'm going to give you some basics, and if it is something that you are really serious about, if it is something that interests you, if it moves you in your spirit, then you are going to have to carry on this journey to take your walk with God. Everybody's walk is personal, and I can't take this walk for you. So let's be clear in that. You could have a 10-year-old in the room tonight, and this 10-year-old is going to understand what I'm saying. It's going to make sense, and that 10-year-old is not going to need to go pull out no books and no research. So I'm going to tell it to you on a level that makes it plain for everybody. This is what I'm going to do tonight. But before I do that, I want to address one comment you guys, somebody made. So the other day I had a video, and I was talking about, the gangs in the churches and what we can learn from them that we can offer to the movement that we have in fighting for our freedom. So I made a comment about the youth. And I said about the youth that, everybody's like, oh, we got to turn them around and we got to fix them and, and build them up. And I say, well, some of them is not trying to live a straight and narrow life. Some of them are the warrior class. And so I say, if they out here fighting, and being soldiers in these streets, I think we just need to train them to know who their real enemy is and to make sure that they are very skilled in the war that they out there waging and not waging it on themselves. Now, for somebody to say to me, they was like, how are you out here saying that we should get our youth to this and youth to do that? So just like I'm going to do tonight a lot throughout this video, I'm just going to give you another analogy and show you how much we are conditioned that when we do something, it's wrong. When white people do it, it's right. We believe, whether we want to admit that shit or not, White people's water is wetter. You know, water is water. It's all wet. But when it's in a white person's bucket, oh, their water is wetter. Right? Something wrong with ours automatically. Whether we want to admit that or not, that's just what we think. So understand this. If I'm telling you that our youth are in these streets because some of them do want to be cleaned up, some of them don't want to be gangsters, some of them are not going to live a life in and out of prison, right? Some of them don't want to do those things. By all means, you make sure that them babies become our scientists, our doctors, our lawyers. We need them too. But to act as though there is not a group of young people in this community, okay, that are the strength, that are ready to fight, that are ready to go to war. Matter of fact, they are. They just have their focus in the wrong direction, and they are willing to die. They are willing to kill for their cause, but their cause is all fucked up in their head because it's been misconstrued by this country to make them think your fight is against something it's not. Now, let me show you what white people do that you do not complain about at all, ever. When your kids turn 18, who the fuck asked them, do they want to go to war and fight? See, this is how simplistic we're going to make all of this shit tonight. Does the government not come for your 18-year-old children while they are young, while they have stamina in their body, while they got fighting, and they will come to your kids and they will say to your children, can we take you and make you go over here and fight a war that really ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with us? Some shit 9 times out of 10 that America doesn't start it because they always fucking with somebody in somebody else's country causing all of these problems. And who the fuck they coming to get? Do they want to recruit your 55-year-old ass? Do they want your 40-year-old ass? Do they want your 30-year-old ass? No, they coming after your 18-year-olds, your 19-year-olds, your 20-year-olds. Are they not? And they preparing them to be killers, and then they send them out to either murder for them or die for them. Can anybody argue that and tell me I'm lying? Absolutely not. You can't. If you do, you're delusional and you're just basically just talking to be talking. What I just stated is a fact that no one can deny. So don't fucking tell me that there is something wrong with me saying that our youth that are already out here in this manner need to be guided and directed, and they are our strength, and they are going to be the ones to help us to fight. And if you stop disregarding them and see the benefit in them being that they are bred warriors, and you make sure that their training is right, and you make sure that their focus on their enemy is right, tell me we couldn't get nowhere. Now, this country uses our youth all day long, but when I say it, is something wrong with it? No, it wasn't anything wrong with what I said. It was the fact that I wasn't white saying it.
See, but the thing about it, Mechee, we don't supposed to be teaching our kids war on nobody. Our kids not even supposed to learn war. They not even supposed to learn what a gun is. Our new kids. Because they don't fight with guns. They don't fight with hands. They love their enemies. And that means love Satan. And that means no more war. That means no more killing. That means no more stealing. That means no more destroying. We not keep teaching kids war no more.
So for anybody who gave me that comment and said, wow, how can you say that about our youth? I say, wow to you. How can you be? No, I'm not even going to ask you how because I already know how. But I just want those people that made that comment to know you are so conditioned by white supremacy that you have just been conditioned that any time a black person say something to you, whether it makes sense, whether it's right, whether it's nothing wrong with it, you just automatically see wrong in it. When white people say it could be the dumbest, wrongest thing ever, and you will still sit there and consider that shit. Something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with the comment that I made. And if you understood the concept of a village and going where we're going tonight in African spirituality, right? If you understood the concept of a village, you would know that there are lifespans between everybody, and all of our life where we stand in certain sections in our life creates a full cycle in the village. Their baby are the youth that bring the new generation, right? Then you got the young people. They are the strength and the fighters. The fuck? See, because we have learned white people's ways, but even though they use our ways, they will tell you when you use it, it's wrong. So you do know that the youth are supposed to be the strength in the community. The youth are the strength in the village. They are the warriors in the village. The fuck? We don't know that though. Then you got the middle age, right? To lead them them to guide them in that sense. And then you have the elders. The elders are getting ready to die soon, but they bring wisdom. And see, this is what wisdom is. You cannot even have wisdom until you have lived life. You can have knowledge, but you cannot have wisdom, because wisdom comes from life being the teacher. So see, if you live 60, 70 years, you have wisdom based on the fact that you've lived 80 years. So you have seen shit that I've never seen because you've lived longer than me. So you should have experiences in life, and in your older age that you are able to teach me something about life that I don't know. So
see, but where you get it wrong is the older heads, when they was young, they like having sex without being married. But when they get old and get married, then they want to raise their kids and tell them and whoop them because they have sex outside of marriage. But they did the same thing. Just like you know, me and my daughter. I told my daughter we was gonna go to Rolls Royce, get some cars. We was gonna go to the bank and get a gold card. But my daughter said, we can't do that. We can't do that. But let the white man come up with something and say, I got $1,000 for you. Walmart got $1,000 gift card. God try to give you a card with all the money in the world on it. You don't believe him, but you can believe Walmart because they got $1,000 to give you. But Walmart ain't trying to make you do nothing but come and buy Walmart stuff. They give you a Walmart gift card, so all they doing is just giving you free goods. You know what I'm saying? From their store. They ain't giving you $1,000 cash and telling you you can go to McDonald's and get something from McDonald's or Burger King or nothing like that. They telling you could buy our stuff with our money. So it's just them giving you something free from the store. But you being somebody that ain't never had it, gonna take it like they really gave you something good. When God is trying to give you a card with all the money in the world on it, everybody made, and just work for God, and you don't believe God. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta believe God. You know what I'm saying, Mechee? You gotta believe God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if my daughter off the phone yet. You off the phone yet, Nike? Let me see. You off the phone yet? Talking to my daughter. But champ, y'all, man, hey, I'm getting ready to do some things, man, that ain't never been done on the face of the earth. Martin Luther King ain't never came up with all these sermons like I got. And I can't get my name written in a book. Won't nobody even say my name. You got Tony Evans got books of his own. Everybody got books of their own. Nigga, what took you so long? Nigga, golly, man. What took you so long? What's happening, night? Yeah.
I can't watch booty calls.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm bored to death. What your mama talking about?
We're talking about the movie.
Oh.
Because she is Texas right now.
She where?
She is Texas right now.
Oh. You took your hair down?
Yeah, I got a whole lot of new growth, but not a lot of it. You can tell where my hair is bad at, and you can tell where I got this much good hair.
Yeah. Nike.
Like everything.
Nike.
Like see where this part is? Like not the part after.
Yeah.
Like this part right there. Right.
Yeah.
So if I do a big chop, my hair gonna be short.
Mm.
Long hair in the wrist. What's up, Danny?
Nothing. Chilling. Chilling.
You gotta know how to quit.
What?
This dude on here, he was gambling. He said, if you want to keep your shit, you gotta learn when to quit.
I got it, Nike. We got it, man. All we got to do is go collect. What you watching? Mm.
This girl going crazy.
Well, I'm gonna call you back, Nike. All right. But yeah, world, that was my daughter, Nike Ante. That's the one don't believe we can go to the Rolls Royce dealership and get a car.
Facet of age group has its job to have a complete functioning village within your community, and your youth are your strength, and they are the ones that fight. So anybody who took that the wrong way, I'm just saying, like I said, a lot of you just ain't ready. If my cousin offended you, if that comment offended you, you're just not ready. I understand, though. I really do. But it's time you get ready. Because I don't think we done bought this bullshit and been crying about stuff too damn long and kissing white folks' ass for too damn long, right? Oh, yeah, I go tell my white people. So you work with a white person, share this on your page. I need to go delete it now. They will call you in the office. Tanya, you posted some shit on your Facebook this past weekend. It's kind of racist, made Susan feel uncomfortable. You know, the lady sits next to you in the cubicle. I need you not to post that racist shit no more, Tanya. You're offending Karen. Okay, y'all, let's get into this. Y'all do me a favor. Like this video. Share this video. Subscribe if you have not hit that notification bell. So, let's talk about, right, Christianity versus voodoo, right? So, first, I want to tell you, I'm going to start off with the basics of this, okay? You can go and look up what voodoo is. So let me explain this to people too. Voodoo has several schools of thought, if that's what you want to call them, okay? So voodoo is not all based in one exact way of doing things. The root of what it talks about is that in your walk, that you believe that there is a spiritual realm and you focus and work very heavily in that spiritual realm, as well as working in the realm that you live in with the energies and the spirits that are around you. So versus people in Christianity who will tell you, you know, one minute they'll tell you the only spirit that's good is the Holy Ghost, but you do know that that's a ghost. They're telling you to worship a spirit or an entity that is not in this realm, that is not wrapped up in flesh. But when they do it, it's okay. So what we are really saying is that we understand that there is another realm, a spiritual realm, right? With energy and entities that live in them. And so we walk with them, we talk with them, we use that shit to our advantage. Why the fuck shouldn't we? But wait a minute, don't get it twisted, because Christians do the same thing. Y'all use the Holy Ghost to your advantage all the motherfucking time, do you not? So this is the thing, and this is the craziest thing, is that if you understand that you have because even Christians say this, that you have a spirit, right? You have a soul. So your soul is the thing that is connected to the spiritual realm. So if your soul is the greater thing within your body, and you're supposed to tap into that whenever you want to go to a higher level, right? Why the fuck shouldn't you focus on the realm that also benefits one of the most powerful things that you possess, which is your soul. Because Christians want you to think that you need to die before you ever embark on communicating with the spiritual realm. Fuck out of here. I like to tell people I have an army that you see with me, right? And an army that you don't see. And the one that you don't see is the spiritual army that's with me. And it does not just consist of the Creator. It consists of my ancestors and all the other spirits that I've called on. And you might get fucked up from every rich direction. So you should be careful fucking with me. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that either. Because don't Christians also say, let the Lord fight your battle? So when somebody do you wrong, you go pray for God to get even for you. Well, maybe sometimes I send somebody other than the Spirit of God after your ass. So we gonna keep it real up.
No, you can't send nobody other than the Spirit of God at nobody, Mechee. That's a lie. If you think you got somebody else other than God, bigger than God, that can fight for you, and the devil do not fight for you. The devil fight for me, Mechee. The devil's purpose, Mechee, is to get your soul right with God. And if you not right, he ain't worried about your sins of sleeping around before marriage or nothing like that. He wants you to get married because he know that husband of yours, he gonna be unfaithful, and you gonna get payback, and you gonna be unfaithful, and then you gonna fall out of love with your husband, and he gonna be in love with you, but he gonna be cheating around with other women and in love with more than one woman, and you gonna be in love with another man, but since your man taking care of you, you gonna stick around your man. That's what the devil's job is. His job is to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants you to get married because he know marriage is not of God. Jesus came and taught non-marriage. The woman at the well, the reason the woman at the well lied to Jesus and said that wasn't her husband, because she knew Jesus' teaching. She didn't really lie to Jesus. She just knew Jesus' teaching. And Jesus' teaching was teaching we neither marry nor given into marriage. So she knew that. So she tried to lie to Jesus and say that her fifth husband was not her husband. And Jesus told her, you have had 5 husbands. She peeped out. The man she was with was her husband. But she lied because she knew that Jesus didn't go for that. It was a non-marrying thing with him. And then she tried to lie to him because he was a cool ass fella. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted him to hit on her. That's why she lied. And he said, you spoken well. You have had 5 husbands, but the one you with ain't your husband. That 5th husband, not your husband either. Because you neither married nor given into marriage. And the devil, he not for you to help you, Mechee. No, he there for destroy you. Because if you don't love your enemy that you getting back on, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody hated on you, you want to hate on them back. That's against the God's law right there. That's God's law. Love God with all your heart, your neighbor as yourself, and love your enemies. That means love Satan. So it ain't not one time in the Bible where nobody can go and look up on no Google and find where God said it's all right to find some more people other than him to help you fight a battle. Come on, Mechee. Stop lying now. Come on now. Shit. I hate to say stop lying, Mechee, but damn. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? But golly, this God, Mechee. Shit. Be honest now. Love your enemy mean love Satan. Getting slapped on one cheek and letting somebody slap the other cheek, that's biblical. That's Jesus. Letting somebody kill you, that's Jesus. Letting somebody stone you, that's Stephen. You know what I'm saying? Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do while you dying. You know what I'm saying? That's God's way. That's the way you come back. Fighting back send you to hell with the one send you to hell. Or fighting back send them to hell, and then send you to hell later for sending them to hell. Come on, Mechee, talk to me.
Up in here tonight. So understand, none of this shit is different. Go and look up the root of voodoo, and they will tell you. You ain't gonna miss it. It's right in your face. It ain't hard to go find. Use Google, but don't just read the first thing on the page. Like, go search some shit. Go look up some stuff on YouTube where people break down documentaries about this stuff. So understand that voodoo is something that was actually morphed and created when they brought us over here to this land. Well, let me say throughout the diaspora. Because you will find, like, Santeria is practiced with people like in Puerto Rico and those other places. Santeria is a school of voodoo. So it was us coming over here and us keeping our ways, and then they got disguised in the white man trying to turn around and take it and make it their own and whitewashing it, and then they would not allow us to practice our practices and told everyone that it was evil. To this very day that even we walk around here as black people and we think that this shit is evil. Shout out to you, Alex. Thank you for that. Yeah, right, exactly. But see, that's part of Christianity. You know, she said for years and years she cried feeling she was living in this sin. But see, that's the thing, is that Christianity makes you feel like you're living in sin. There's nothing you can do to even get out of this sin. No matter what you do, you in sin. Yes? Like, I want you to think about this. How the fuck do you get born and you ain't but 5 minutes old and you already a sinner? I want you to think about that. That's the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard. And I want a Christian to try and argue that shit. Argue me. How the fuck you be born a baby? I'm 5 minutes old. I don't even know my name in this motherfucker. But I'm a sinner.
Let me tell you something. A baby can lie. The baby not normally gonna lie, but a baby can lie. I done had my grandson and he was 1 year old, and he would cry, looking straight ahead. But then every blue moon, that little nigga would cry, and then turn around and try to smile. You know what I'm saying? And I caught him doing that a couple of times. Be lying about his cry, but then turn around and almost laugh because he know he bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Babies do lie, Mechee. And voodoo, that's the devil's thing to get you, not somebody else. You can get somebody else. You can get somebody else, but if you get them,
your daddy was
God
in prison, and your grandpa before that was in prison. So you 5 minutes born, you's a little criminal motherfucker. You a criminal already. That's how that sounds. So see, Christianity, which somebody said, right, talking about this curse that we're supposed to be under. So let's talk about that. Everybody says that there is this curse that we're supposed to be under, and people got mad at me because yesterday I had all these Christians trying to check me, telling me don't be assuming nothing. First of all, I ain't assuming nothing. Maybe people missed the part that I used to actually be a pastor. Now, can I quote those scriptures for you verbatim like I used to? Hell no, because it's been years. And being that it is a waste of knowledge that I don't follow anymore, I took what I took from it. I have moved on. So I don't study the Bible. I don't focus it. And when I was a pastor, because somebody tried to tell me that, you need to know the understanding of how to really look at the Bible because it was spoken in Hebrew and Greek. I understand, sweet.
The Bible is only for me, this God. It's only for me. It's not really for TD Jakes, you, Mechee. It's not really for nobody else. The Bible is for God to do what he gonna do. And it's for y'all to know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's for me. Because I'm the only one know the truth about the thing. I told Jesus asked me to keep you through my own name. And you still in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? And you keep that, but you don't keep nothing where I said, keep them through your own name, God. This Jesus, Mechee. You know what I'm saying? Now, we can stay on you and learn a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But we not, you know what I'm saying? We can learn a lot of things backwards because we don't want to get into this stuff. But like I say, I'm not gonna go on here too much longer. All I want to do is see what Mechee was talking about, and I see she talking about something else. You know what I'm saying? I can't really let her teach my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because Mechee is off the rocker. You know what I'm saying? If Mechee was right, Mechee would have told y'all a long time ago when she quit preaching, she would have came on with the truth to where Jesus said, go sell all you have and give to the poor. And then Ananias and Sapphira, they took that example as if they was selling all they have to give to the poor, to give to the disciples, like everybody Jesus and the disciples went to tell, go sell all you have and give it to us. And people was doing that so that they can get a card, not a card, but so that everybody would be equally rich. That's what the deal was. And now we got technology, we got credit cards, but we not gonna call it credit because credit is given and expecting something in return. And the Bible clearly states, give and don't expect nothing in return. That's what the Bible clearly states. So if you go by what the Bible say, you gonna sell all you have to Adam LaTroy Jackson, and you gonna be able to keep it because he just gonna turn around. When you give me everything you got, I'm gonna give you a card with everything I got. So when you go to the bank and say, I want all my money transferred to Adam LaTroy Jackson, then they gonna say, you want that gold card, don't you? And you gonna say yes. And they gonna give you a gold card with all the money on it. You know what I'm saying? All the money. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude is the only way. I ain't really want nobody to try to teach me nothing else. Do what I said do, get rich, and be happy. And that's from God. I'm finna call my daughter now. And truck driver, good favorite, sipping lean. You always talking about what you doing, truck driver, but you don't never put your real name on the screen. I ain't gonna say you a coward. I'm just gonna say you are somebody that don't want nobody to know who you really is, so you could be like the old devil and be yourself. You just truck driver to me, and truck driver still curse on top of Alan Fishing or Donald Trump or whoever you is covering up your name. You know what I'm saying? If you mocking God, you gonna die and take your ass to hell. And that's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? So truck driver, you know what I'm saying? Sipping lean. If that was something that wasn't from your heart, meaning you love God, you gonna go to hell for that. But I'm still gonna give you a gold card full of money so you won't mess with my people to have to steal and kill and destroy for nothing but the words that come out your mouth. Some people kill, steal, and destroy for the words come out their mouth, and they kill, steal, and destroy by the words come out their mouth or by the things that they type and write against God's people. But I'm gonna get off this thing and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.